Good morning, beautiful beings from the universe and I have a message for you. I have a little story you can relate to. So I had this tiny little cut on the inside of my leg. Tiny. It was like a pin drop. I put a Bandaid over it about a month ago. I went running. And halfway through my run, I'm in excruciating pain. I'm like, oh my goodness. I get home, I pull the Bandaid. I look down, the Bandaid the adhesive part of the Bandaid had ripped my entire layers of skin off. It was bleeding, it was bloody. Literally, when I pulled the Bandaid off, it kind of just fell off with my skin attached. And just to cover up something so minimal, everything, all the adhesive, even surrounding the little paper part, was just full of blood, and the skin was gone. A month later, now I still have the scar. It's a deep scar. It'll probably be there forever, but for me, it's a blessing and a lesson that now I can tell you about. So what I'm trying to tell you is to relate this to life. If you have something that's bothering you that you're carrying into today from yesterday, no matter what it is in life, what do you think whether it was something you should have done, should have said this or that. If you're bringing it into today and it is worrying you today, you need to go ahead and face it. Don't cover it up, don't suppress it, don't tell yourself it's going to be okay, and just move forward. If it keeps popping up, it's not okay, and you need to go ahead and face it. Just make sure that it is valid. It is not just something petty. Good morning, beautiful beings from the universe and I have a message for you that you can relate to. I had a little pin drop type cut on my leg, and I put a Bandaid over it and went running. I didn't want to air it out. I didn't want to let it get infected or hurt more or such. So I put a Bandaid on it. Halfway through my run, I am in excruciating pain. I get home, and the Bandaid adhesive had completely pulled my skin off, completely surrounding the perimeter of the cut. The minimal cut had healed on its own. It was fine, but now I had pulled layers and layers of skin off. I don't know how exactly that works, but my skin was on the Bandaid when I pulled it off completely. It's been a month and I still have the scar. It's a deep scar too. And I want you to be able to relate this to life. When there is something in life that is bothering us, something that is under our skin, something that we're carrying in from yesterday into today, then you need to just go ahead and face it. Don't suppress it. Don't cover it up. Don't tell yourself it's not a big deal if it is a big deal to you. If you're still thinking about it today, replaying it, rewinding it, repeating it, and saying, I should have done this, I could have said this, I should have done that, then you're going to need to go ahead and face it. And you have the divinity within you to go ahead and stand up, stand strong, figure out what you need to do. Even if you can't go back, rewind, and rectify the exact situation, what are you going to do today to go ahead and clear that from your energy? How are you going to make it right within yourself? Maybe you can't face the person who said it, who did it, no matter what it is in life, it might be bigger than that small cut. No matter what it is in life, what are you going to do to face that today? Don't just face it, but what are you going to do to clear that energy so you're not living for yesterday and you can live for today and tomorrow, so that little bit of rot from whatever that little cut isn't suppressed, covered, spread, and now creating havoc in the rest of your existence within today's existence. And facing it, making it right, rectifying it, what are you going to do? Even if it is just standing strong, allowing yourself to think about the situation, allowing yourself to say, it's okay. We're going to move forward. What are we going to do to rectify it? And going ahead and facing it. Do not suppress anything that is bothering you, no matter how minimal it is, and don't let people tell you that it's minimal, or that if it's something that you believe is valid, you feel is valid, and it's not just a defensive, combative reaction to someone else's action, a reaction that you should have done, you should have punched him in the face, you should have said this. No. Make sure it's valid and it is effective and efficient, your thinking, which I believe it would be, and especially if it's carrying on into today. And as long as it is not just you wanting attention towards being a victim or such, and it really is something that has validity within your life and existence, face it, pull it up, let's work on it, and see what we need to do to make it right. Do not cover it up with a Band-Aid. Do not suppress it. Do not cover it or think you're going to be able to rectify it with alcohol or drugs or just going out and going crazy, because I've been there, and let me tell you, years later, that little cut all the skin's peeled off. It won't just be around the perimeter, it'll be the entire leg. It'll spread like gangrene, and if I thought there'd be no bacteria or anything getting in that minimal cut by that Band-Aid, what it does to your life can be absolutely just horrid. So just face it. No Band-Aid needed. Air it out. Say what you need to say. Get out what you need to get out. It doesn't need to be done on social media. If someone needs to be pulled to the side, if you need to go and you say you feel you didn't do something or should have stood up for somebody else, and find out another situation that you could do now to be able to make you feel okay, to be able to clear your energy, to be able to clear that negative thought, that manifestation of negativity that keeps existing through you. Rewinding, repeating, replaying. Rewinding, repeating, replaying. I should have done, I should have done, I should have said, I should have, actions, responsive. Just make sure your delivery and your message and the way you're gonna react now, or whatever you're gonna do to make it right and rectify it, so that way you can clear your thinking. Just make sure that it's valid, effective, and efficient, and you're speaking with grace and with ease and with love, and from a place of love. A place of love is gonna be the most important. There's no need to be combative or defensive and then to face it in such, because then you will only manifest the negative and you're both in the wrong, no matter what it was. Do not let PTSD control your life. Do not let the manifestation of the negative energy control your life. If you need to give back whatever you need to do to rectify, to make yourself feel good, to make your energy cleared so you can live for today instead of yesterday. If you are still thinking about whatever you're thinking about, we need to figure out how we are going to release this. What are you going to do to cancel it out and move on? And don't Band-Aid it, don't suppress it, because you will create an even bigger problem, just like the Band-Aid. So I advise, when something in life is bothering you, if you find yourself still thinking about it today, do something about it. Rectify it. Sit with yourself in a place of love, not in anger. No reactions immediately are needed. Sit back and figure out what you need to do within yourself and within your existence to rectify that little minuscule pinpoint cut, so it doesn't get covered up and turned into something worse that scars. Why would we want to scar instead of just facing the minimal battle or whatever it is, such just to clear the energy? Face it, stand up, stand strong, pull the divinity from within you, and allow yourself to move past. Do not suppress. Do not overindulge to suppress, because you will only find yourself in an even worse position, and then an even deeper scar, an even deeper continued hurt, pain that will spread and spread and spread. And look at me, a month later, that scar's there, and I'm probably gonna have it forever, and I'm okay with that, because there's a blessing in this lesson. Do not cover up what is hurting you. Let it go, release it, whatever you need to do to clear it, as long as it is valid, effective, and efficient, and from a place of love. You will be granted freedom from the suppression of such horrible hurt and pain. But you have to stand up and face it, your own 2 feet. Whatever religion you believe in, it has your back. The Creator above, God, whatever it is that you pull, that you need to support you. But also remember, you have it within you as well. Fully support yourself. You got this. Your life, you take it back. Take your thoughts back, take today back, take your everything back. Just live for today. No need to live for yesterday and the pain. It's not a life to live. It's not living at all. That's repeating, replaying, reanalyzing, and that is not a way to live. I could tell you that myself. I'm barely learning how to live, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. So, I love you all. Many blessings and much love. Make today amazing, because it will be. It's a blessing. Blessing in the lesson. Love you.